This is Rummy's Corner. Saturday night in the main event from BMO Stadium in a stacked boxing card that was streamed on DAZN pay-per-view. Terence "Bud" Crawford beat Israil Madrimov by 12-round unanimous decision to win the WBA junior middleweight title. It was a hard-fought tactical battle, and with the victory, Crawford has become a 4-division world champion. There were some other very interesting bouts on the card. Jose Valenzuela displayed some fine boxing skills when he beat Pitbull Cruz to win the WBA junior welterweight title. We also had the long-awaited return of former unified heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. He battled to a 12-round draw against Big Baby Miller, and personally, I thought Miller clearly deserved the nod in that one. But the man who stole the show, without question in my view, was Martin "Makabu" Bakole. Bakole squared off against Jared "The Real Big Baby" Anderson, an undefeated 24-year-old heavyweight contender who was widely regarded as the future of American heavyweight boxing. Anderson was more active in the opening round, with his better all-around fluidity on display early. It was a bizarre opening round, where Bakole was standing around posturing, which actually almost reminded me of Ivan Drago in the early moments of his exhibition bout with Apollo Creed. Late in the opening round, Bakole buzzed Anderson real good and followed up brilliantly to drop him. It was the first time Anderson was down as a professional. Anderson beat the count, and the round ended moments later. To his credit, Anderson remained poised to begin the second, and Bakole remained patient and confident. Anderson was doing some good work, and he was more active, but Bakole's heavy-handed accuracy provided the most telling blows. For a big guy who isn't especially quick or light on his feet, Bakole's impressive hand speed and accuracy was at times dazzling. Bakole started turning up the heat a bit in the third, and Anderson began rallying back. It was turning into a slugfest. But despite the hard-on display, and despite the fact Anderson was effective at times, Bakole continued doing the better work where he was landing bigger. Bakole was like a tank in there. He was landing a mean uppercut, and there were moments where he was really beginning to rough Anderson up. But Anderson remained determined, and he was firing off with some spirited offense in the closing moments of round 3. Anderson continued battling it out with Bakole, and he continued having some success on offense. But Bakole never allowed him to build any type of momentum, and Bakole was still accurately clubbing away with the more damaging shots. And even when Anderson was landing flush and precise, Bakole never seemed to really be fazed by the incoming fire. Anderson was game and giving it his all, but Bakole was clearly in control, and he was breaking Anderson down with an assortment of shots that were all regularly nailing the mark. As things approached the halfway point in round 5, a short combo punctuated by a mean uppercut had Anderson down for the second time in the fight. Anderson beat the count, and cool as an assassin, Bakole went back to business and landed a couple of monster rights that had Anderson down again. Anderson again beat the count, but his fighting spirit was no match for the firepower of Bakole. Bakole soon had him in trouble again, and the ref mercifully waved it off. For Martin Bakole, this is the most significant win of his career to date, and he is now very much in the heavyweight picture, something he solidified with the impressive victory. Right now we have Alexander Usyk, who is undeniably the king of the heavyweight division. Then we have Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, and while the order may vary, Fury and AJ are generally, if not universally, still regarded as top 3 heavyweights competing today. But then after that, things are pretty much wide open. You have Joseph Parker, Big Bang Jong, Ajit Kabiel, and Daniel Dubois, and right now, I don't think there is any question that Martin Bakole is right there in the mix with the next level group outside of the big 3. For Anderson, he's still young and has a chance to learn and rebound from the loss, but for Bakole, I think he will get more big opportunities fairly soon, and he will have an opportunity to prove himself and climb the rankings. Bakole is in control of his own future. With the disappointing draw between Ruiz Jr. and Big Baby Miller, where again, I personally thought Miller clearly deserved the nod in that one. Bakole was clearly the big standout heavyweight on the card, and honestly, I thought he stole the show. Crawford vs. Madrimov was, in my opinion, a high-level tactical chess match, and I thought Crawford earned the win in that one, and I'll have more to say on that later in the week. But Bakole scored the big upset here. He did so in dramatic style, and he is a powerhouse force to be reckoned with in today's heavyweight landscape. I thought it was a very fun and entertaining card on DAZN, and for anyone who is not subscribed to DAZN, I left a link in the description where you can sign up. So what did you think of Bakole's victory against Anderson? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful night. This is Rummy's Corner.